Welcome everyone to Handmade Chelsea Online and Exhibitor Live session. I'm Alice and I'm a part of the Handmade in Britain team. We are joined by Wendy Edmonds, who is a fashion and textiler, who will be showing us her collection based on stylish ways to wear a scarf. So we are now joining Wendy in her studio, so I'm going to pass you over. And again, a reminder to all, this is an interactive session, so please open your chat box, please start asking questions and we can ask Wendy over Zoom and we can get your answers direct to you. So Wendy, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Alice. Yes, I'm Wendy Edmonds. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. And I'm a designer maker of hand-printed and pleated scarves and wraps. And normally now I would be exhibiting at Chelsea Town Hall doing Handmade Chelsea with Handmade in Britain. So, and actually I'm really missing doing the live shows and interacting with my customers face to face. And when, while I'm doing these, sessions and exhibiting, I'm constantly showing people how to wear my scarves, because a lot of people, they don't quite know ways of wearing them. So this is what I'm going to show you today. And I think all more important is, at the moment, we need fun and colour in our lives in these weird times. So, and that's what my scarves are all about. So there we go. I'm going to start with, this is my ripple scarf. And all my scarves are individually printed and pleated, and then they're heat set so the pleats are permanent and you can wash them, don't iron, but also, although they look delicate, they're actually really tough, so you can just screw them up like this, stick in your pocket, and it'll just come out the same. And they are mixed fibre fabric. So, and also there are a lot of colours in the scarves, so I'm overprinting highlights of colour, so they will go with more or less anything. Now this scarf, what I like to do with it is double it, fold it over, and instead of whacking the ends, both ends through like that, which I'm not that keen on, I will take one end, put it through the loop, then I will twist the loop and put the other end through, and then you tighten the knot, and it just makes a little neat scarf in the neck. Alternatively, you can just do it like this. You can tie it, and then that makes kind of more of a statement, more of a scarf. It does its own thing. It has a little sort of life of its own, really. Then most of my scarves are available in other colourways, and they're all on my shop page. So this is the orange in the same style. Again, it's got a lot of little highlights of colour in there. And I'll show you again how I tie this. Double it over, put the end through, twist the other end, tighten it, and it holds it really neatly.
So Wendy, remind us about the fabrics that you're using there. We've just had a question here asking if there's any silk.
Yeah. There is no silk. Right, there is no silk. The reason being that with silk you would not be able to heat set the fabric, and the pleats would not be permanent, because this process, my printing process, it does sort of it heats at a very, very high temperature. So you're almost, sort of not quite burning the fabric, but you're almost at that stage just before you are. So it sets the pleats. So they are permanent, and you can wash them and they stay in. So yes, it is a mixed fibre. There is no silk in there.
Okay. Sound like a great travel item to kind of pop in your bag and kind of pop out. Great evening wear as well.
Exactly, well, they don't crease, and basically they're fun. You don't have to worry about them and sort of be precious about them. They're very easy. And then staying on that fabric, this is a larger scarf. This is my wrap, and there are a lot of colours in here, and this is makes more of a statement. You can either do this, and then you see all these lovely colours here, or if you want it more of a regular scarf, you can do tie like that, over to under. And then you've actually got more of a scarf that's sort of cozy around the neck. And although it's fine fabric, it actually does keep you warm as well. So there we go. That's that one. That's the wrap. And it comes in another colour, blue and green. Like that.
So Wendy, can we find all of these pieces on your online shop? So
Yes.
Can we go and have a real good kind of look at all the descriptions, you know, kind of presented?
Exactly. Every single one of these pieces I'm showing you today is in my shop. So yeah, have a browse. And all the colour, there are other colourways as well that I'm not showing of that design. So yeah, I'm just showing you a selection of the colourways, but everything's available in the shop. And keeping on the same fabric, this is one of my skinny ripples, which is actually 2 meters long when you stretch it. And it has a lot of colours in there. And what I like about this is it's got these lovely little kind of bright, fun ends. So I like to wear this. You start there, you whiz it around, and then you just tie a little knot. And then that just sits in the neck. And it's just a small scarf. You don't have to think about it, but it's fun. And it's got all these colours in it. So that's a nice way of tying it. You could also just do this. And they're really light, so you actually hardly notice them. But it just sort of brightens up an outfit. As you can see, when I'm wearing dark grey, really everything is going to go with this. And just another colourway, to show you another colourway. This is the lilac. So this has got the sort of blue and violety colour ends.
How are you achieving the colours that we can see in all of the scarves, or is that a trade secret?
Well, I have to mix the colours basically. A lot of my time is spent testing, mixing the right colours, because the printing method is painting the dyes onto paper, and then I transfer the colour onto fabric. And the colours are completely different when they're on paper to when they're transferred onto the fabric. So there is a lot of testing and quantities and mixing, so I know exactly what colour I'm going to achieve now, because I've been doing this for quite a while. But yeah, that is time consuming, you know, and also the highlights of colours, the balance of colour, again, that's just practice really. I know when it's right and I know when it's not right, so you just have to keep sort of experimenting really. Once you've got it, then that's great. You can kind of move on. So now I'm going to move on to a different fabric, which is my fleece. And this again is a mixed fibre, but it's cosy. And but anyone that's allergic to wool, don't worry, because there is no wool in this. It's exactly the same method. It's hand printed, pleated and heat set. There's some great colours on the end here, and the pleats are permanent. And this is the way I like to tie this. So I start here. Again, I'll whiz it around. Then this end is over to under, flatten the end, and there you've got this fantastic statement piece with some really rich colours. And I think that's a great way of wearing the scarf. It's cosy and it keeps you warm as well. Alternatively, if you just want to see, you know, you can see these lovely ends, you know, you could just do tap like that. Again, it's a very light scarf, although it's warm.
So you said, sorry, so you said the pleats aren't going to disappear. So how would we wash it? If we wash it, how would we do it? We hand washing it and they're not going to disappear, no?
No, hand wash, leave it to dry, don't put an iron anywhere near it. The pleats are absolutely permanent. They're heat set at a high temperature. So yeah, tried and tested. I mean, they have been in the washing machine, but I don't advise people to do that, although they have come out okay. But hand wash and don't iron. That's the key. And no, the colours won't run. The colours are all set. So you don't need to do anything with that. So yeah, very easy care. I'm just going to show
Fantastic.
you.
We've got 5 minutes, Wendy. So please don't speed up, but keep that in mind. That's a lovely colourway. Don't put it away.
I'm just going to show you that. That's another colourway, green, in the same style. Okay, and I won't show you putting that one on because I have other ones. I've tried to show you. This is the same fabric, the fleece, a little cravat, and this has got some really fun pleated ends. A really zingy colour, and that is cosy and it looks great with just a plain outfit. So that's the cravat, again, all on my shop. And then this one is definitely a fun piece. These are all cut ends, pleated. And it really is a statement piece, almost like a piece of jewellery. And it still keeps you quite warm around the neck, but yeah, this is definitely a fun piece.
That is a wow piece.
It is wow. It does have a wow factor, doesn't it? It does have a wow factor.
So we've had a question that's come through. Do you ever have people that come and say, I've got, my hair colour is brown, my hair colour is red, what's going to sit really well? Do you have people that ask questions that, or is it very much kind of personal preference? Go for it. It doesn't matter, whatever colour your hair is. Go for anything. Be bold. I feel I really liked it. You said it earlier, tough but delicate. So I really love that description.
Well, I think I do have people who are worried about wearing certain colours, and I have to convince them they can. Actually, anyone can wear any colour really, and I find that some people are really surprised because I encourage people to try my work on. They're really surprised that they actually can wear certain colours that they were frightened of wearing before. So I usually start off by wearing the scarves myself and showing people what they look like, and then encouraging them to try the scarves on. And usually they're pleasantly surprised that actually they can get away with a colour that they didn't expect to get away with. So absolutely. And I'm just going to show you very quickly. This is just a single ribbon scarf, which again is a little bit like a piece of jewellery, and it's just a little colour pop. I do these in quite a few colourways, so you can actually mix and match. You could put two on together, and then you've got sort of two colours, and that's fun. It's a fun piece, and it's also good for presents as well.
I never thought about layering more than one piece together. Suddenly it just took on, so I can choose any of the colours and then just put them together.
You can. I mean, there are quite a few colours on my shop in this style. So you can decide if you've got an outfit that you want something to match. Absolutely, you can. That's the idea of these. And as I say, also for presents, it's a good idea. I hope I've got time to do a couple more. Have I, Alice?
You do. You've got a couple of minutes. But some people are asking, what other ways can we wear your scarves? Have you ever had, especially those skinny scarves and those very thin pieces, wearing them as belts or maybe in the hair? Are they very suitable for parts of the...
You can. Yeah, I have a particular customer, actually a New York customer, who buys my scarves to tie around her hair, and she looks amazing. I'm not going to do it because I don't think they really suit me, but you can be adaptable and you could wear one of these like a belt. But they are adaptable really. You can sort of do what you want. I mean, some people would tie them around their wrists, wear it like that. It's whatever you want to do with it really for these. And I just really wanted to show you this scarf because this is one of my lockdown scarves. I did some lockdown work. It depended on my mood during lockdown 1. And this is just available in this colour, but I think it could be worn easily by a man. There's a little bit of pleating at the bottom. There it has my lockdown sort of mood there in the middle. But yeah, I'm just putting the one lockdown piece onto the shop site. So yeah, men can wear that just as easily. And then I want to show you this last one, which is, this was kind of fairly wacky colourway. And I thought, is this going to work? But actually, I think this works really well. It's not your normal sort of colour palette, but I think, well, that does make a statement. And yeah, if you want to cheer yourself up with a bit of colour, then this is the one to do it. And it's called Grass and Flowers. So it sort of, you can see it has grasses and then the sort of bright colours of flowers at the bottom. And this is available in other colourways as well. So again, you could do that if you want to see more of the scarf.
So Wendy, we're coming to the end of your session, but I've got a personal question. If you had to choose out of all the scarves in front of you, which one is your favourite and why? Does it have a particular story or is it just a little favourite that you have?
Well, I think at the moment, it sounds a bit weird, but the lockdown scarf means quite a lot to me because of what I went through and what we all went through lockdown. And, you know, just being the feeling of being trapped, and I just feel I needed to sort of get some work out that kind of put my mood out there. So this is sort of this is a personal kind of, his personal feelings for me. And yeah, I can do it in other colorways. At the moment, it's just this color. It's when I used to walk, you know, we used to have limited places to walk in lockdown. And I was very lucky enough to be allowed to walk on a golf course as a guest, which was absolutely fantastic. And it gave me time to think and relax. And this came out of it, this scarf. So yeah, I think it's a new scarf and that is my favorite.
Well, thank you very much, Wendy. That was a real pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you to all our participants for watching as well. Now, you can go over to our website and actually go onto Wendy's shop profile. I've popped the link in the chat box for you. But also do go onto our website because we do have a live chat function. And I know over the next 6 days, Wendy will be on there. So if you've got any direct questions, please do go on there and leave them for her. So when she pops on, she can answer. So thank you once again, Wendy, for your time this afternoon. It's been great.